And welcome to Monday Nitro. I am the JamSaw. With me is Brock Redhead. We're coming live during the Corona crisis. You may notice this week a few production errors. We're doing the best we can under the circumstances, and we hope that you understand.
Yes, it's a trying time right now, and we're all just trying to stay safe, taking care of ourselves, and just hoping that you guys are taking proper precautions when watching this and listening to it, and we're doing our best to give you what we can with what we have.
And we're going to start things off with a 24/7 championship match, Tomasso Ciampa versus MVP.
Now, MVP is a new sign to ECW, so we figured that we would send him out, see what he can do with being out for so long, if he could do what he used to do in a title match here today.
Exactly. I'm excited to see what he can bring to the table. I know that Ciampa's been on a roll lately with his matches, having not only defeated Ricochet, but also getting and then retaining the 24/7 championship over the past few weeks.
Now, it seems like the 24/7 championship is starting to bring in a lot of talent that was overlooked by a lot of companies, and I just am very grateful that, you know, they get their own little light to shine with this 24/7 championship.
I agree. This is the perfect opportunity for a lot of the superstars that haven't been getting as many opportunities as some of the larger stars.
But hey, they are doing what they can with little knowledge of when they're going to be attacked or jumped. And
exactly.
Yeah. So, is Tomasso Ciampa aware of MVP's movesets and whatnot?
Well, I don't know if they're on each other's radars, really. I mean, MVP's last real showcase was years and years ago, before Ciampa came to prominence, so unless he studied some old tapes to really get into the mindset of MVP, he might be at a bit of a disadvantage. Also, with MVP, I don't know how much he's kept up to date with the product, if he's been watching Ciampa's matches to try to see what kind of superstar he'll be facing, but it'll be interesting to see how their two styles mesh.
Well, I'm excited either way. Both, like we've stated, ECW and the WCW are working together. There's no real winners or losers. There's no hate toward the other brand. So win or lose, whoever wins this is a great competitor. But I'm just hoping that MVP goes into this match with a proper head on his shoulders. I hope he's not sleeping on Tomasso, because that would be one great mistake of his.
Definitely, but I mean, given the match that he went through last week with John Cena and Brock Lesnar, I think he's probably a little bit more prepared for a one-on-one than he was for a triple threat.
Yes, agreed. He's just walking in, just confident as ever.
Yeah.
Now, do you think he's at all? I don't want to say he's cocky, but do you think he's arrogant a little bit? The way he's just walking in, assuming he's gonna He's gonna sleep on Tomasso.
Well, I think probably there is a little bit of arrogance there, but I think you kind of need a little bit of arrogance in order to handle yourself in the squared circle. A lot of the bigger, better champions actually do have a lot of confidence, maybe sometimes overconfidence, but we'll just have to wait and see. So far, it's a pretty even contest, although MVP's getting the advantage outside of the gate.
Ooh, there you go.
Nice slam.
Ooh, quick pin.
Yeah, a little too quick. Tomasso, like, he can take a beating, so you're going to need to do more than that to put him down.
I mean, we saw him last week on ECW when he went against Matt Riddle and just completely tore apart the backstage area.
Oh yeah, no doubt about it. And I was surprised too. I thought for sure Riddle was going to take it, but Ciampa just blew it out of the park.
Oh yes.
Even now, he's tenacious. He's going straight for that neck.
Now we talked a bit about MVP's mindset on this match, but what's Tomasso's against a man with the stature of MVP?
Well, I mean, I myself personally don't even think he thinks of his opponents. All he's thinking about is keeping the gold. It doesn't matter to him who the challenger is. All he wants is at the end of the day that he'll still be holding on to that title.
Yes.
But I mean, I don't think he's faced anyone quite like MVP before either.
Ooh, there you go.
Nice reversal. Going for a fisherman suplex.
There you go. Come up. Ooh,
nice kick. Hammering him down on with some punches, mounted punching. Oh, missed the kick. Now Tomasso gets a chance to put some hurt on him, bringing him to the ropes, doing some slaps. Oh, nice drop kick to the chest.
There you go.
Oh, going for the submission.
Oh, nice. Nice, yes.
Well, he's too close to the ropes, but I guess the rope break didn't matter. I guess MVP just broke out of it. Oh, nice European uppercut. More punches. Surprisingly, Tomasso's looking pretty hurt. MVP, I think he's built up a resistance to damage because of his match last week.
Working on that neck.
Yeah, working on Tomasso's neck. Raining more blows upon the dome of Ciampa.
That's what you gotta do. You gotta.
He's very focused.
You gotta work on more than just the body of Tomasso. You gotta work on his mental aspect as well. And I feel like that's where a lot of superstars fail. They just think to attack his body. He's more than just a physical form. You got to work on his mental, because that's where I believe 90% of Tomasso's attacks are coming from, is his mental aspect.
Yeah, he definitely has a great psychology in the ring, but I don't know if psychology is going to help him against this. MVP's finish. And he cleans up with the win. So MVP
Lord.
is our new 24/7 champion.
Huh. I actually would not have expected that.
No one expects the Spanish Inquisition. But still, a great opening bout. There was a nice amount of back and forth. It wasn't all one-sided. But at the end of the day, MVP MVP was just a little bit fresher than Tomasso. I think maybe Tomasso took a lot more damage last week with his match against Riddle.
Mm-hmm.
Must be great for him to hold some gold again after all these years.
Oh yes, oh yes. And if he was smart, he would not be like Roman and take it as a demotion. That's something you cannot do.
No, like any gold is good gold, man. Being a title holder is a privilege and an honor.
Because we know Roman Reigns with the U.S. title. He took that as a demotion. He felt disrespected, and he felt like the company, they owed him a world title, and that's not what these two brands want. We only want the best of the best, and who treat these two brands like they're nothing but the greatest.
Exactly, because I mean that's what we feel about our superstars, is that they are nothing but the greatest, and we would like to see everyone continue to succeed. Now, if you recall last week, Toni Storm beat Rhea Ripley for an opportunity at the title. This was meant to be, it is a women's championship match, so we will see if Toni will have what it takes to get this championship from Rhea's grip, or if Rhea will retain.
I honestly, with this rivalry, I believe that Toni is my lucky horse. I put all my money on her, and the fact that she wasn't champion, and then she was champion, and now she isn't champion. It exhausts my heart that I just want her be a dominant champion, and the fact that I know she can be so much better than what she has been doing, it's just so tiring for me as a fan, because I know she can be so much better than what she's been presenting, and she hasn't tapped into that potential yet.
Exactly. Tenacious little bulldog going after the bone, trying to become top dog, but I think myself, Rhea's probably got this in the bag.
Okay. In my mind, I see this as Tony's,
I'm just biased.
Toni is the little sister that she just wants to prove that she's better than her bigger sister, but the bigger sister as being Rhea is just the top pick for everything, and it's so frustrating for her. Just look at her. She's walking down the aisle with just the determination that we need.
Well, she's definitely championship caliber, no mistake about it, and she's got a never say die, never quit attitude that will eventually see her becoming a dominant champion. I'm just not sure it's quite her time yet. I think Rhea deserves a good long reign before she's ready to give up that champion to a challenger.
Now, do you get Matt Hardy vibes from Toni, or is that just me?
No, a little bit, but not the broken Hardy, more like the version 1 Hardy.
Yes. And he also was underrated as a singles title competitor, which is what I get from Toni, which I'm happy that she left the WWE, because now she's getting that chance to show it, but she just hasn't tapped into it yet, and that's really the case that just gets on my nerves about it, is that me and you know that's why she was signed here, is that she has that untapped potential. She hasn't hit it yet.
Exactly. But I mean, it's still early days, right? And it can only get better from here.
Mm-hmm. Nice reversal. There you go.
Oh. Nice.
Now we know
there.
that before that Rhea signed with the WCW, rumor was before she left, she was going to face Flair for the NXT Women's Championship at this up-and-coming WrestleMania.
Yep.
How would you see that matchup ending?
Well, I mean, I would like to say that Rhea would win, but knowing WWE booking, it would probably have been Charlotte Flair. But I think this is it would have been Rhea's opportunity to shine, to really show the huge star that she can be. She doesn't have a name. You know, she doesn't have the legacy of the Flair name to boost her. Everything that she's gotten, she's fought and clawed her way up to get.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's the kind of champions that I like to see. I don't like seeing the ones that have the legacy, that have the family, that get it because of their name rather than the effort that they put into it. And don't get me wrong, I'm sure Charlotte Flair probably works hard, but probably not as hard as some of the others. You know, having more opportunities handed to you does make it a little bit easier on your spirit, on your soul. So, and I think that might be something that's a little bit lacking in those kind of superstars, why people don't want to get behind them. Like Roman Reigns. I think Roman Reigns could be a fantastic superstar if it wasn't pushed the way that he was pushed. If he had more of an organic growth, maybe going heel. You know, have him with the Usos as a dominant heel stable. That would be a friggin' awesome idea.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, big knees to the face of Toni. Yeah, the people are not happy that Rhea is beating the hell out of her.
No. Like I said, I'm Toni through and through right now. In the WCW women's division, I am Toni Storm through and through.
Well, I also get some kind of Shawn Michaels vibes from her, but maybe it's just the outfit.
Right.
Oh, nice kick. Oh, yeah, I forgot it's false count anywhere as well.
It's only a 2 count. Now, being Toni and going against being a former world champion, going against the current world champion, what sort of mindset do you have to have, and what do you need to do to secure your win, knowing that you're coming off of a loss that couldn't secure you your women's championship?
Well, Rhea won her last match, so she's not coming off a loss. Or were you talking about Toni?
Toni.
Oh, Toni. Well, I think the whole thing is like anything, is keep in mind that it was a triple threat. It wasn't a one-on-one, so it's a totally different mindset, a different way that you're going to be fighting. And she also beat Rhea last week for this opportunity at the title. So she's proven she can beat Rhea. She's beat Rhea twice so far, just not when the title's been on the line.
1, 2.
And it looks like it won't happen again this time.
No, Toni. It just hurts my heart seeing Toni come so close, only to get it snatched away from her.
Well, this won't be the last we see from her for sure.
No, definitely. But, you know, being a commentator, I feel like I'm the father, and seeing your kid compete and knowing they've worked so hard, seeing it every week, and just every time they go for that win, they just get screwed over just a little bit because they took their eye off the ball.
Well, it's true. But I'm sure that all she's got to do is go back to the gym, train a little bit harder, and maybe next time she'll have the opportunity to really show what she can do and actually gain and retain the title.
Yeah, we should never take a loss. See, that's what we want to do in these two new brands is if you lose a title match, it's nothing to be ashamed of. You'll go to the back of the line, yes, but you won't be buried in like the process.
Exactly. Exactly. So now it looks like CM Punk has some words to share with the Nitro fans. He'll be joining us very shortly out on the stage.
Now, how is he? Now, I know you did a sit down with him earlier this evening. How does he feel about being in the WCW?
Well, I think based off of what he told me, he was always a big fan of WCW back in the day. And as much as he wanted to be a WWE superstar, if he'd had the opportunity back in the day, he would have loved to participate in WCW. And he loves what we're doing with the brand, how we're showcasing the talent, the talent that people don't see as often and in different types of matches and not just the same stale storylines over and over again.
Mm-hmm. That's right. They do deserve the best.
Exactly.
Ooh, who are you calling out?
Guess we're going to have to wait and see.
Who are you attacking first?
That makes sense. Go right for the big fish.
Oh. Awesome. Okay. I'm not mad about that. Nice choice. Okay, I'm looking at my notes here. Has CM Punk ever faced a guy with the caliber that is Adam Cole?
Well, I mean, he's faced John Cena, which some would argue is a higher caliber than Adam Cole, but both of them worked in the Indies, so I'm sure they came across. They may even have fought one another, if I'm not mistaken, back in Ring of Honor.
Oh, we'll have to do our research on that. That actually be great. I actually love to see that. Oh God, he's backing him up.
He's like a little, what do they call him? A little terrier.
Adam Cole did this exact same thing to his last opponent. Psyched him out in the. Oh my Lord!
That's right, Drew. I think he was speaking to Drew with that same kind of feisty attitude.
That's right, and look, then it works.
Well, it worked against Drew. We'll see how it goes with CM Punk. I mean, CM Punk's been around a little bit longer, even though he's been out of it for a few years. Mm-hmm. He's still quite the veteran.
I mean, you can't really put down the blue collar work there, sir.
No, those are essential services, man.
Mm-hmm. They're essential. Oh no! Everybody stop!
Well, going to the McMahons is not going to help you, Adam Cole.
No.
You forgot you're not in WWE anymore.
Nope. You are in the land of old school. And it is true. CM Punk does believe that he's on a different level. What? Oh, dropped him.
Adam Cole. Adam Cole got one out of nowhere, but CM Punk got him back with a nice pile driver.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and a DDT. And a huge clothesline. So, although it looked like Adam Cole might have had the advantage, CM Punk is taking none of his bullshit.
Oh, yeah. That's what you want to see. Just staring each other down. Ooh. gonna be a
So
good match.
this just in, I'm getting a word from our general manager that next week we will actually see Adam Cole versus CM Punk in a non-title match, but it will be an Extreme Rules match.
Awesome. Perfect.
Now up next we have Shayna Baszler facing Asuka. If you recall, Baszler defeated Yim last week, so Yim is no longer #1 contender for the title. Asuka has stepped up.
And Yim had so much.
Weird.
Yep, the ladies are behind them. We see that all three ladies, in no particular order, they're all going to be on the out. They're all going to be on the outside, so it really don't matter where they're standing in this in this crop. But just know that Kyrie is 1,000% behind Asuka. And now, how's that going to favor for Shayna having two against Asuka's one backup?
Well, I mean, it's not a question of how many people you have in your corner; it's how they can encourage and help you. So we'll really see. So far, anytime we've seen Shayna with her two other horsewomen of the MMA, they haven't really done anything to help her.
Oh, that is true, yeah. I mean, I feel like in that case, they feel like Shayna doesn't need help, but then when she does need help, they don't think she does. And that's going to really crumble their alliance. If you don't agree, then please inform me. But I feel like if they keep going with this amount of speed, then that's going to crumble any hope of Ronda stepping in, because she'll see how toxic that type of relationship is.
Yeah. Well, I think so far they've been doing a good job. Just being there to support Shayna, but letting Shayna win things on her own.
Mm-hmm.
You know, being there to have her back in case Kairi Sane does do something. At least then she'll have some support to back her against that. But we'll just have to wait and see so far.
And accompanied by Kairi Sane from Osaka, Japan.
Now, I'm just hoping in the future, I mean, I love the Kabuki Warriors, but like I said, since week 1, I'm a huge Sane fan, so I would love to see her get a, mid-card women's title match, because I feel like she's not on the caliber of world title contendership. So putting her in the mid-card title, I feel like she'd be right at home, and I feel like she'd be a great contender for the mid-card women's championship.
It's quite possible. I mean, like, the division itself is just starting. I mean, Asuka proved by beating Sane twice already that she is just a little bit better, a little bit more prepared.
Yep.
So we'll really have to see how things go from here, but I'm sure that we'll see her facing for the title sometime real soon. It looks like Shayna's colleagues really cheering her on a second ago.
Yep. Ooh, there you go.
It's too quick, Asuka. There's no way that that's going to happen.
What's up with the quick pins tonight, guys? You've been here for 6 weeks now, and you know that, it's not possible yet.
Well, that's not entirely true. It is sometimes possible. And I mean, if you look at Baszler's status, again, I don't know how or why this keeps happening. It seems that Shayna's always starting with a red bar.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not.
Like,
anyway.
I feel like because I feel like she goes way too hard when she works out before she comes here.
Exactly. That entrance really takes it out of her, man.
Like, oh yeah.
But what's crazy is even though she's come out the last few times with a lot of energy already expended, she still has been winning all of her matches.
Mm-hmm.
And that's without any interference from her pals.
Yes. Ooh, nice.
Asuka taking her down, but Shayna not giving up. Nice reversal. Asuka in the corner. I don't understand this move.
Well, I think I saw her put her arm in between the ropes. I think that's what it... There you go. Get to the ropes. Come on, Asuka. Come on.
Well, she's still in much better shape than Baszler. I mean, Baszler's looking pretty winded.
But the fact that she's halfway red and got her down to half yellow, half red, just she's so powerful. It's crazy.
So far, she's a very dominant champion, which makes sense, you know, from her background. Oh, some elbows to the face of Asuka. Oh, missed the spear.
So close. That would have ended it. There you go. Drop it. Nice.
Yeah, working that neck and shoulder. Oh, Asuka might be giving up pretty soon. Oh, no respect.
Yeah, this is crazy. I know Asuka's got to come back in the chamber. Just has to hit it.
And she's not giving Asuka even a minute to react over those gut-wrench suplexes.
She hit a third. Nope, never mind. Sorry for the pin.
Very close, though. A little too soon to go for the pin, in my opinion, but... oh, now she's calling for the finisher. Gonna try to choke Asuka out. Nope, Asuka's having none of it.
Ooh.
I thought she was going to bridge that for a second, but...
I did too. Nice. Work on the arm. Now, which Shayna, is that what you want to work on, is her arms?
Well, I mean, definitely if you work her arms, she'll have a lot harder time choking you out. So arms, shoulders, even legs a little bit, but I think more the arms and shoulders are the way to go. Oh, nice duck of the kick. Now here's going to be a No?
Ooh,
okay.
No. Asuka, okay.
Well, still going for the pin, but not bridge.
I think Asuka maybe found out something about Shayna that we don't see, because we twice said to go for the bridge, and she didn't. So I don't know if she has like a game plan or not.
Well, it's possible that she's seen Shayna reverse out of her bridge and then put someone into a submission afterwards. I mean, that would be great strategizing on her part if she did notice that.
Pin.
Oh, and Asuka won.
Asuka.
So right there, she has solidified herself as the #1 contender and will be facing for the championship real soon.
Nice. Totally deserved. Now, I'm happy that she is able to tap into what you could recall were her NXT days, when she was such a dominant, undefeated champion.
That's true. I don't think even here Asuka has not been defeated yet.
But I'm happy that, you know, the WCW saw that, and when she was signed, you know, which of course I sound like a broken record. When you sign, you can work on your own character and blah blah blah. And I'm happy that Asuka went back to what made her what she is.
Exactly, a true dominant force in the ring.
Now here we're seeing Finn Balor versus a new signee.
Yep, our latest mid-card signee, Roderick Strong.
The following contest is
So completing our acquisition of the Undisputed Era.
making his way to the ring.
Now, besides being a part of the Undisputed, what drew you guys to sign him?
Well, I mean, like, he was great in the Indies, too. He fought a lot in Ring of Honor. Was a fan favorite. I mean, just the name Roderick Strong, you know, is a strong personality.
Yep.
But the other thing too is in NXT, he had one of the best North American Championship reigns. Together with the Undisputed Era, they held all of the gold on the show for several months.
Mm-hmm.
And I think like he just has the presence that screams champion.
Yes. And I'm not denying the man's lineage, but, you know, like I said before, I'm not really familiar with a lot of people who say sign with both the brands. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm not the GM, so I can't really deny what he or she says, which we should be hearing soon of a reveal of the GMs here soon. I'm thinking maybe the next pay-per-view we should be seeing the faces, but their choices are really strong. They haven't made a mistake yet, and I doubt they will. And speaking of mistakes, Finn Balor's world title reign in the WWE before he got injured was a huge mistake and should never have happened. That took him out.
Exactly. If it hadn't been for a stupid injury because of an unsafe move, the history of the WWE could have been totally different. Although, like, their loss is our gain.
Yeah,
that's the way I look at it. I know that we haven't showcased Finn much since he won the Intercontinental Championship a few months back against Shinsuke Nakamura, and that's one thing that I need to mention tonight is he's not wearing the belt, and Shinsuke will be wearing his belt again. Production error, but just keep in mind that officially Finn Balor is your Intercontinental Championship. And this is just a triple threat, prove yourself type of match where Shinsuke, the previous champion, and Roderick, the up-and-comer, are just going to showcase their talents against Finn in a triple threat.
Now, do you think that maybe it might not have been productive error? Maybe he's doing it out of spite to get in the mind of Finn Balor?
That is quite possible. It would be a great psychological tactic to have done something like that. Just to let him know that he's not the only champion out there. But yeah. Finn should have come out with his title as well.
Yeah, well, maybe Finn saw it as, since this isn't IC belt match, maybe he left at home because maybe he didn't want a chance, it getting caught with whatever's going around. So maybe he left it at home. So he didn't need it. But Shinsuke was like, nope, I'm bringing mine. And I mean, Shinsuke is known as the artist for a very strong reason.
Indeed, and his strong style makes him a very dangerous opponent, man. Like one Kinshasa to the head, and you could be out of it.
Mm-hmm. I will say though, I never was a fan of Shinsuke, but seeing him in this atmosphere has really shined a light that I hadn't seen before.
Well, that's true. I mean, in WWE, he was not booked the way that I would have preferred to see him as a more dominant type of champion. And I mean, I saw a lot of his stuff from New Japan. He has the potential to be a top star if he's just given the right opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
But it seems like the crowd's really behind Finn tonight.
Oh yes, and I am too. Finn's the type of guy, the type of guy that I felt should have got a way bigger push in the WWE. But like you stated, they're lost in our game.
Exactly.
And I'm just happy that, you know, the reason why that he was out for so long when he signed here and he lost the IC title was because, you know, the doctors felt that they wanted to take better care of him than the WWE did. And we found the source of his injury. And, you know, we took care of it the better way. And now he's back stronger than ever.
Wow. And Finn Balor, just a whirling dervish of destruction up until now. Oh, that hurts his back, but he was taking everybody out left and right.
Yes.
Kick to the gut by Roderick Strong, working on Shinsuke.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, another backbreaker. No, going for a dive.
Here we go.
Oh, kick to the chest.
And Shinsuke's like, I want in on this.
Yeah. Huge suplex.
Nice.
I gotta change his attention to Shinsuke. Oh!
Ooh.
Strong
now,
style. Indeed.
Now, is Strong ready for this strong style?
Well, I mean, if I recall correctly, he did face Shinsuke Nakamura in the past in NXT, back when he was in NXT. So he has some experience with Shinsuke. Maybe not as much as Finn, who fought him in New Japan, but he's not going in there with no knowledge, that's for sure.
Okay, perfect.
Oh, I forgot, this is an Extreme Rules match, too, so anything goes.
Nice. Working on that. The arm. Ooh, nice.
You can work on his arm as much as you want, but if you get your head taken off with a big kick, it's not going to help you.
Oh, yes.
There you go, one for the chair. Oh.
Ooh.
Hammering down on Shinsuke's dome with that chair. But it is not a false count anywhere. You got to get him back in that ring. Nice try, Shinsuke. Finn Balor's not having any of it. Oh, head planted to the floor.
Now, who are you pulling for in this? Because there's 3 stock men in this, so who are you really pulling for?
I'm a big fan of Finn. You know, I would love to see him just totally dominate and keep his championship for a while. I mean, this isn't a championship match, but, I mean, right now, Shinsuke still has, like, the rematch clause, but if Roderick came out on top, then maybe Shinsuke would be pushed out of the title picture. But, I mean, Balor, I think, is a great champion. I'd love to see him stick around for a while. And if he doesn't, then I might move him into the main title card picture instead.
Oh, yeah, that actually would be great to see this man.
I mean, as the roster grows, you know, as we keep drafting new superstars, it gives more opportunity for changing of class, you know, so people that were in the mid-card title slot might be moving up to main card, and the reverse is true too. Maybe someone from main card will be pushed down to mid-card.
Now, what is your opinions on last week's ECW where Braun Strowman broke up the team of Braun and Brock?
Well, I think that was a good move on Braun's part. I mean, he doesn't want to have to rely on a part-timer. Well, maybe he's not a part-timer as much anymore in your show, but I think he really wants to become a dominant force, and as long as he's teamed up with Brock, no one's going to know for sure who is really the dominant one between the two of them, because they're at the same level. What I would like to see is I'd like to see those two behemoths face one another at one point, maybe even for a title match. If Braun ends up winning a title and then Brock comes in to challenge because he's like, hey, we were partners, you give me a title shot.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm happy that, you know, that the WCW and the ECW are just, they just work together. Now, I actually love it if Braun won a mid-card title and Brock won the world title, and then they teamed up and went against the WCW's world and mid-card champion.
That could also be something pretty fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, at one point, I don't remember if it's going to be this month or next month, but we're going to be doing like Night of Champions. So
yep.
If that could happen just in time for Night of Champions, that would be a great, I think, a great spectacle to put on for the folks.
Oh yes, that'd be great. Ooh, Shinsuke. I feel like Shinsuke is taking this match very seriously.
Oh yeah, because he knows that his rematch is on the line.
Ooh. Ooh. Going for the pin. Ooh, Finn. Oh. If that was a 3 count,
hitting the ref. Finn, what are you doing?
Finn, what are you doing? Wait, has Finn lost it?
I think Finn might have a concussion.
Might have to have him go and see the doctors right after this match.
Yeah. Medical is standing by.
And that's what I like about these new brands is that they're being watched, and if there's signs of something going very, very wrong, then they're shipped out to the doctor.
Oh, right onto the chair. I have to say, I'm pretty impressed with Roderick Strong. Out of the 3 competitors, he's in the best shape right now.
Oh yes.
Maybe I'm speaking too soon.
Ooh.
I thought Finn might have gone for a finish, but nope. Too busy messing around with a chair.
Yep. I love that shit.
Kin shots it to the face. This could be over right now. And it is. Shinsuke has sealed the deal and got and ensured his rematch clause. So next week we'll see Shinsuke Nakamura take on Finn Balor to try to get back his Intercontinental Championship.
I think that belt really did work though.
It did. I think it was a great psychological play, and he really got in the head of Finn Balor. And I mean, it was also Finn Balor he pinned. So
damn. Can't wait.
Shinsuke Nakamura.
Now, do you think this is the type of frustration that will bring out the demon, or no?
Well, I don't know. The demon only really comes out at pay-per-view, so we don't really see him on regular television. So we'll have to wait and see. Up next, it looks like Trish Stratus has something to say. If you recall, last week, Mickie James called her out. And it looks like this time Trish has a few words of her own to say.
Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so happy that Mickey's signed with the WCW because there's so much potential in this. Trish looking shiny as ever.
I like it.
I do too. It's something about Trish. I'm telling you.
No, for me, Trish and Lita always will be my preferred divas or women's competitors. A bra and panties match. No, I'm kidding.
Oh Lord, going back to thousands WWE.
Yeah, unfortunately, we will not be doing those type of matches.
No. I'm really hoping it is Mickey, and she's not thinking Mickey is not within her spectrum yet.
Oh, I'm pretty sure Mickey made an impression last week. Yeah, and there you go. Well, it's not quite deliver something they've never seen before. They've seen you two before, but maybe you can just turn it up a notch from what they're used to seeing from the two of you before.
I was about to say, yeah, give us something new between the two of you that we haven't seen before.
Well, Mickey's not one to back away from a challenge.
Hardcore country.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, Mickie James is married to a champion in another promotion as well. I believe she's married to Nick Aldis from the NWA.
Ooh. One lucky man. One lucky
Indeed.
man. Alright, I wonder what Mickey is gonna... I mean, you've done it all, girls. I don't know what you plan on doing.
Flaming tables match.
Oh, my lord. Barbed wire bat flaming table smash. Ooh. Okay.
Well, she's definitely making a statement. I mean, she is new to the promotion.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so... Okay.
Indeed. Say it, man. Say it.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez.
Jesus.
Very little respect considering the rivalry they had back in the day.
Mm-hmm. And Mickey actually came after Trish when she first came in the WWE, too.
That's true.
She idolized her and everything, and then just snapped.
Oh.
uh,
and a face for it.
Who's this authority that keeps getting brought up? Rhea brought it up a couple of weeks ago, and now Mickey brought it up.
Yeah, I think there's a little bit too much ingrained WWE in their heads that they sometimes forget that the authority and the McMahons have nothing to do with this.
Mm-hmm. I mean, unless there's a authority within the WCW.
None that I'm aware of.
Maybe someone's running shit behind stage that we don't know about. Oh, no. Oh, shit. Trish tried running away.
Well, I don't think she was actually expecting a fight tonight.
Oh no, oh no, oh no.
Oh,
Okay.
yes! And Trish making a comeback. Slamming her to the mat. Not taking any of your guff, Mickey. Big, big elbow to the face.
Ooh, nice sweep.
Oh, and the reversal. Nikki with a leg drag.
Ooh, there you go. Throwing her against the ropes. What do you got? Oh,
And nice reversal by Trish, putting it into a submission of sorts, working that arm.
Ooh, nice clothesline.
And
Classic.
Trish has the upper hand. Looks like the ref's going to call it. Well, things are certainly heating up in that rivalry. Now, up next is the main event of the evening. It's going to be the OC against the Disciples of Darkness.
Ooh. Oh boy. I honestly will say I'm not pulling for the OC in this match.
Well, I don't think the OC stands much of a chance, to be honest with you.
No. And we know that the WCW and the ECW aren't fans of squash matches, so you will never see a match last less than a minute. So I just wanted to know what these guys are gonna do against. Well, they are champions. So
well, the OC are not champions. They're holding their old belts from the WWE. Again, like I said, production issues.
Okay. So then that backs up my statement that they're not at the caliber of the DOD. So I really don't know if they can stand what Aleister Black has with the Fiend.
Well, we'll find out soon. It's hard to say. I know that they were a dominant force in Japan, but they didn't really have that much of an opportunity in the WWE to really showcase what they can do. So again, due to production issues, the Disciples of Darkness entrance was cut from the show.
Mm-hmm. And like I said, it's nothing to be mad about, guys. It's what we have. Ooh, nice close line. There you go.
Take him right out of the ring.
Ooh.
Now keep in mind, this is not even a title match. It is really just a prove yourself match to see if you're worthy to face for the title.
I honestly don't think they are.
And so far, Luke Gallows is putting the hurt on the Fiend. Well, until now.
Ooh. Nice.
And that count's getting up pretty high, guys. 8 count, guys. You gotta get it back in the ring. Why are you run back in the...
And as I talk about squash match.
See, I think that maybe the Disciples of Darkness were a little bit worried about it, so they actually got disqualified on purpose. So what'll end up happening is next week we're going to end up seeing a rematch But we're going to have it be a no disqualification. So there can't be any countouts. There can't be any shenanigans. It will really be a case of the best man winning. I'm really hoping, I'm starting to hope that the OC does take them out, because Alistair and the Fiend have not really been great champions so far. But that's it for our show, so I will let you go with that. I want to thank Brock Redhead for joining me again on WCW Nitro, and I will join him tomorrow on ECW. Anyway, thank you for watching, everybody, and have a great night.